The Shadow Guardian. In the heart of a small African village nestled between rolling hills and vast savannas, there lived a boy named Kato. He was small for his age, quiet, and often lost in his own world. The other boys in the village saw him as weak, an easy target for their cruel jokes and beatings. They called him Kato the Ghost because he was always alone, moving like a whisper through the village, never fighting back. Kato lived with his grandmother, a wise old woman who spoke of spirits, ancestors, and the unseen forces that watched over them. She always told him, "You are never truly alone, my child. Shadows have secrets." Kato never understood what she meant until one fateful day. The awakening. One afternoon, Kato was walking home from the river, carrying a small pot of water. As he turned a corner near the baobab tree, he saw them, Django, Malu, and Oba, the village bullies. Their faces lit up with wicked grins. "Look who we have here," Django sneered. Kato the Ghost, always running, never fighting. Malu kicked at Kato's feet, making him stumble. His pot shattered, and the water soaked into the dry earth. "Oops," Oba chuckled. "Guess you'll have to go back." Kato clenched his fists but said nothing. He turned to walk away, but Django grabbed him by the collar. "Not so fast," he growled. "Maybe we should teach you how to stand up for yourself." The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows across the ground. As Kato struggled in their grasp, something strange happened. His shadow, which should have been motionless, moved on its own. The shadow fights back. At first, it was subtle, a flicker, a shift, a ripple like water. But then it rose. The shadow stretched, growing taller and darker until it loomed over the bullies. Its form twisted, no longer just a reflection of Kato but something more, a warrior, a guardian. The bullies froze. Kato, eyes wide, felt a strange warmth in his chest, a connection to something ancient and powerful. The shadow moved with his anger, with his pain, with his silent cries for help. Suddenly, the shadow struck. Django was flung backward by an invisible force, landing hard on the ground. Malu and Oba screamed as the dark figure lashed out, tendrils of shadow twisting around them, sending them tumbling into the dust. Their cries echoed through the village as they scrambled to their feet and ran, terror in their eyes. Kato stood trembling, watching as his shadow slowly returned to normal, once again just a dark shape at his feet. The village whispers. Word spread quickly. The villagers spoke in hushed voices, some afraid, others in awe. They whispered about Kato's shadow, calling it a gift from the ancestors, a spirit protector. The bullies never touched him again, nor did they mock him. Whenever they saw him, they looked away, fear still lingering in their eyes. Kato never spoke of that day, not even to his grandmother. But she knew. One evening, as they sat by the fire, she smiled knowingly and said, "The spirits watch over those with pure hearts. Your shadow is not a curse, my child. It is your strength." From that day on, Kato walked with his head held high. He was no longer Kato the Ghost. He was Kato the Shadow Warrior.